Open the driver's side door.
What's up, YouTube? It's the Big Kahuna back again with another video. Now I'm gonna try to knock out as many videos as I can, because come Monday, I'm not sure, but I may be working 6 days a week once again, 12-hour days, which gives me Sunday to get in a little bit of X1 or rest. Most likely rest. That means no time to make videos or play games in certain cases. So let's get on to today's video. So at the end of one of my videos, I had said that I was talking to a neighbor of mine, and he asked me which console he should get. And I said that a lot of people would be surprised at what I said. I know the fanboys are already thinking what they think they know I said, but I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So let's get to it. So I'm in the house, my wife is outside speaking to my neighbor, and she calls me outside. So I come outside, my neighbor's standing there, and he goes, "Hey, what?" He said, "I'm about to move up to one of these next gen consoles, but I'm only getting one." But he had the 360 and the PS4. I mean the PS3. And he asked me, which one of these consoles should I get? So I started laughing, and then I said, I can't tell you that, because if I tell you what I'm going to tell you, this is based on my opinion. This is based on what I like in the console, not what you might necessarily like. Now, of course, he was like, "Oh man, I don't want to hear all that. Just tell me which one is the better console." And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, do you not understand what I just said? Because I like certain things doesn't mean that you like certain things. Like, I love this upload studio. I love this green screen and stuff like that. Some people will probably never even use upload studio. Will never use the green screen. So, therefore, that's one thing right there that would not appeal to them. So, the rumble triggers on the controller, they're vibrating. Although they're not utilized in every game, they are utilized in some games. Not many, but they are utilized. Some people might not care about that, but I do. So, but anyway, he goes, "Come on, just tell me." He said, "You're not going to tell me which one to get. Tell me which one you like best." So I said, "All right, but this is based on my opinion." So I put it out there. I said, obviously, I like the one because that's the only one I have. I sold the PlayStation 4. So he said, "Why did you sell the PlayStation 4? So I told him, I said, at the time I got it, I was going to use it strictly for exclusives. And the X1 was going to be my multi-plat machine and my exclusive. I said, and at the time, the only exclusives they had on the PlayStation 4 was Killzone. I had that. I didn't like it. Next gen looking, but not fun. At least to me. I know there's other people that loved it, but I didn't. Just like on the PS3, I loved Mag, but there's a lot of people that didn't like that for some reason. But that's just me. They also had NAC. I wanted NAC, but I didn't think NAC was worth $60, $30 at best. They had MLB The Show. I don't give a shit about playing baseball games on a video console at all. I don't care if it's X1. I don't care what it is. I don't care about playing baseball games at all. And then they had Infamous Second Son. Now, I played the first Infamous Second Son. It got very boring. Not quick. It was pretty fun for a while, and then it started getting boring. Part 2, I really didn't get into that too much at all. And I watched people play Infamous Second Son on Twitch. To me, and this is just my personal opinion, because I didn't actually play it, it looked like more of the same. So, if it looks like the rest of them, except for the graphics view, and I didn't have too much fun. I got bored of those really quick. There was no reason for me to go ahead and pick this game up. That's just me. Now, who knows? I could have picked it up and been like, "Oh man, this is totally different." But based on what I was seeing on Twitch, I was just uninterested. So pretty much that just left me with the indie titles. I didn't spend 400, and I actually didn't spend 400. I spent more than 400 on the system, because when I bought the system, it came with Killzone, it came with an extra controller, and it came with a PSN for 50 bucks, PSN card for you. So I spent probably close to like almost $600 on the system. So I didn't spend all that money just so I could play these little titles. And some of those little titles wasn't bad titles, but I mainly want the AAA titles. And if the AAA titles are not doing nothing for me, I'm not, like I said, I didn't spend all that money to play little titles. Just like if the X1 only had little titles, I'd be pissed. If the AAAs they had didn't do nothing for me, then I'd be pissed. I'd be like, damn, I got a console here that does really nothing that I wanted to do. Well, at least some of the stuff that I wanted to do. So after I told him that, I said that's the reason why I didn't stick with the PlayStation 4, because it didn't have the AAAs I want. I said now I will say that eventually I will probably get another one. And of course my wife looked at me like, you're not getting enough video games. Yeah, right. But anyway, moving on. So after I told him that, he said thanks, and that was it. So then later on I seen him, he said, yeah, I went with the PlayStation 4. I said, okay, so why'd you go with that after you asked me my opinion and I told you that I went with the X1? He said, well, my son went over his friend's house, his friend has a PlayStation 4, so he figured if all his friends had the PlayStation 4, he was going to get a PlayStation 4. I said, okay, that's cool. I said, either way, as long as he enjoys what he got. And that's the end of the story. So for those people who thought I was going to say, no, don't get the PlayStation because it sucks, you was wrong. You was wrong. And as I always say, fanboys don't love their favorite system. They just hate yours. Peace.